Hey YouTube, Brian, LCS. Thanks for stopping by the channel. And this video, a good old-fashioned CGC unboxing with a little bit of a twist. So stay tuned to find out what's inside.
What's in the box?
Hey YouTube, welcome back. So got everything unboxed, and this was a submission that I dropped off last month at HeroesCon. Uh, Brought it to the CGC booth. Didn't do on-site grading. Didn't need to pay the extra money. There was no rush to get these books back. But we're about 5 weeks out from HeroesCon, so these books came back pretty quickly. Like I said, 4 or 5 week turnaround, which isn't bad on a modern submission, just regular, no fast track or anything like that. So not bad. Well, what I did was I did a pre-screen, a 9.8 pre-screen. These were books, and you'll see as I show you the books. These are modern books that were in great shape and really felt like they were all candidates for 9.8s. But unfortunately, I did get one book back that didn't make the cut. So I'll have to take a look at that. I'm kind of disappointed about that, but I do have other copies of the book that I can submit. But if you don't know, I am a comic book creator myself. I'm a writer. I have done 2 Kickstarter to fund my book, The Doctor, and that's what I have for you today. I submitted my own book for grading, and really just for display purposes, to have it encapsulated and be able to kind of show it off and really kind of mark the accomplishment. And shout out to Justin from Three Good Nerds about celebrating the wins and the accomplishments, even the little things. And so I said, why not? Why don't I? It certainly cost me a little bit of money. I think the whole submission was about $147, $150. Save some money on not having to drop it off, instead of ship it in. So super excited to have these back. Like I said, disappointed that one of the books didn't make the cut, but let's take a look. So did the pre-screen. So we have 9.8s on the books. Let's see if I can, again, I should have checked this before, but the glare. But look at that. My own book, The Doctor from ECS Comics, 2024, Brian Brandow story, Van Mack art, Mario Martinez cover. So if you don't know, and I think I've mentioned this before, this cover A, was done by a friend of my daughter, Mario Martinez. He actually, I'm going to give too much of his personal information, but he works for CGC. So I actually got to see him at Heroes. I didn't know he was going to be there, and showed him this. So really super. What's going on with the glare? But yeah, super excited to have this CBC Awards logo on the back from 2024. Very cool. So that is book number 1. Where am I going to put this? I'm so excited. I didn't set myself up properly. Now we've got the C cover. So that the first book was the A cover. This is the C cover, the Wolverine #1 homage cover of the Doctor, Dr. Mike Miller. Again, the Doctor #1, ECS Comics, Brian Brandow story, and gives you the details. Oh, and it actually says Wolverine Limited Series #1 cover homage. Very nice, CGC, to include that on the label. Very cool. Just taking a look at the overall case. Looks good. Don't see any, anything strange, Newton rings, Bengate, any of the things that have been going on with CGC. This looks amazing. Oh, that is awesome. Super pumped to see that. Now, this one is even more special because this is a cover done by my daughter. This is the Doctor #1 cover D. So this was done by my daughter, Claire. She is a artist herself. And it says Story by Brian Brandow and Claire Brandow cover. That is awesome. Super pumped to have that encapsulated. I'm going to add some pictures after the video of some close-ups of these because the glare is just killing me. But yeah, CBC Awards. So we submitted issue 1, but we also submitted issue 2. Now, one of the covers came back through the pre-screen in a 9.8, which is Phil's cover, Philtastic Comics and Art. So that, again, this looks amazing, slabbed. ECS Comics on the back this time. That is my website that I share all of my projects. And if you don't know, we have some upcoming projects. The Doctor issue 3 is currently being worked on. The art is being created by David Rodriguez, the same artist who did the interiors for issue 2. And that's, let's read the label. Brian Brandow story, David Rodriguez art, and Phil cover. That looks great. And so this is the disappointment here. I submitted Rad Comics and Art Aaron's cover, and it didn't make the pre-screen. And I don't know why, because I double checked these books. I don't know if there's a ding on this. Let's see. I don't see anything. This looks like a clean copy. I don't know if it is. But I have other copies of this. Maybe there's some stress lines on the back. I'm sorry. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure. And I don't think they give you obviously any information why. I mean, this looks really, and it's such a great cover. Aaron did such a great job with this cover. So I will certainly resubmit. I have other copies, and we'll double check and make sure that everything is good with the book, because I definitely want to have this this cover in a CGC case as well. But yeah, so that a little bit of a disappointment there for Aaron's cover. But the good news is, like I said, I have other covers that other copies of that book that I can submit and hopefully get a 9.8 grade. But just a fun unboxing for me because of, it's something I've created, and to have it encapsulated like that and be able to put on display. And then again, having some of the connections of having community artists involved making covers, and having my daughter do a cover. And then having one of her good friends do a cover. And then, like I said, even them CGC recognizing the homage cover. That is really cool. But yeah, super pumped to have this. So let me know. What do you think? Am I crazy for spending the money on encapsulating these books? Like I said, I think it was about $150 all in. But yeah, go check out the website, ECScomics.com. We have 2 projects that, like I said, are working. We're working on the Doctor issue 3 and a Halloween-themed art book that features a number of artists from the community. Rad, Aaron, Philtastic, Up and Adam, SideQuest Comics. We've got a bunch of different artists from the community who are going to be in that book. It's a Halloween themed. It's called Damsels of Halloween and Horror. So kind of a mashup of classic horror Halloween characters in kind of pin-up female style. So super excited. I'll have links down below. I've seen, I have about 99. Oh, and Mrs. Von Hoot did a piece for it. I don't want to forget her. So super excited to kind of get that out. Wanted to kind of do a kind of a themed type project and showcase some of the great artists in the community. So yeah, I'll have links down below in the description or in the video as well. But that's what I got for you. Like I said, a good old CGC unboxing with a little bit of a twist. It's my own book, so super excited to have these. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and we'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. If you didn't know, I'm also an indie comic book creator. Please follow my project's updates at ecscomics.com or on Instagram at ecs_comics, and that's comics with an X. I have successfully crowdfunded 2 books on Kickstarter, The Doctor #1 and The Doctor #2. The Doctor Issue 3 is currently in progress, and you can follow the pre-launch page on Kickstarter now, as well as an art book project called Damsels of Halloween and Horror, which will be launching in September and features several comic book community artists. I'm also in the process of writing a new sci-fi story that will be coming soon. So please give ECS Comics a follow and get updates as they happen.